sir, please, for allowing me to participate in this motion of thanks to the Governor's address. So, taking home and political, I would really like to appreciate the government for the law and order situation in the state. And I can understand the challenges being faced by the Home Police Department. And so I'd just like to request the government that there was an assurance to set up a police station at Upper Shillong. So, sir, if, to meet the aspiration of the people and to ensure that law and order is, being provided to the people on time, I would like to request the government that this police station in Upper Shillong be taken up, as, something urgent, so that because right now, Malayam and its adjacent areas is being looked after by 3 police outposts or stations. Some parts from Upper Shillong onwards, from 7th mile onwards is being looked by Maungap, one is being looked by as far away as Penursula, and then the lower part of Malayam, that is Upper Shillong, is being looked by Jalupara. So if these can be converted, sir, it will serve really the interests of the people when it comes to law and order and other requirements that are being required to be provided. So regarding planning, I've seen a lot of initiatives being taken. I had raised in the House that during the lumpy skin disease, a lot of cattle farmers were affected. Some of them have lost the entire stock. Some of them have to go back as daily wage earners. Some of them have lost the stock, reduced to just 1 or 2 cattle. I don't see anything here. Of course, I see poultry and piggery, but there's nothing to provide relief to these cattle farmers, because I think Upper Shillong area, we have a lot of people engaged in dairy farming, and I think the central dairy at Mauyong. So the maximum quantity of the milk is being supplied from there. So initially there was an enhanced production, but now after the NLSD, I've inquired from the people, the production has decreased. So if this can be looked into, because yes, CM Elevate provides for new entrepreneurs, but then for those existing dairy farmers, there is no relief provided, sir, because I remember last time we put a question to the Honorable Minister in charge of veterinary, animal husbandry and veterinary. There was no concrete reply as to what was being provided to these farmers. So, sir, I participate in this to ensure that, what we deliberate here percolates down to the people, percolates down to the, people at the other end, at the receiving end. Public works, sir, I would like to, yes, express my gratitude to the government, especially to the Deputy Chief Minister in charge of roads, that the work now, full laning of Shillong-Dauki Road is being done on a war footing. But sir, while thanking the Minister, I would like to appeal to the government also that some of the roads in Malayam are being neglected. They are in a very dilapidated condition. And I had met the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. There was, 2 church functions of the Presbyterian Church and the Catholic Church. Though the Deputy Chief Minister had assured me that it would be taken up. Now, sir, both those church functions have been, over months back, but there is still no sanction. So I'd request the Chief Minister, if this can be sanctioned. Then, sir, like my honorable colleague from Mahati had expressed his gratitude to the government. So I would ask the people of Malayam, sir, to express their gratitude to the government if some of these sanctions can be provided, sir. Urban affairs. Sir, there's a lot of, trying to relocate the hawkers. Now when you go all over Shillong, especially in those commercial areas like Police Bazaar, then Motran, then Lyngdoh, you see a lot of our pedestrians are facing hardship, difficulty to, because all the sidewalks, all the footpaths have been occupied by the hawkers. If this can be also taken up on a war footing so that, everything is balanced, whereas the hawkers are given the right to livelihood, the pedestrians and the motorists also are given the due right which is due to them as pedestrian and motorists. And of course, as some of my colleagues have narrated earlier, poses great danger to their safety, be it the hawkers, be it the pedestrians or the motorists, when there is no space for people to walk, when all the sidewalks, all the footpaths have been occupied by hawkers. So if this can be addressed urgently, I think it will go a long way in ensuring that people who use the street, who use the footpaths, are safe when they commute to and fro to wherever they have to go. Industry, sir, I don't know, because we have a small cottage industry in Malin where people engage in blacksmithy, where they produce, these agricultural implements. And if this can be supported, so through, I don't know, whatever scheme the government proposes, because now a lot of these blacksmithies have been taken over by some of these, well-to-do people who provide them loans and finances, and then of course the end product, they determine the price, not these blacksmiths who, make a living from that activity. So if this can be taken into consideration, so it is going to help, because thousands of people are engaged in this. Only in Milim area I'm talking about. Thousands of them are engaged. They are given employment, because minimum number engaged by these blacksmithies ranges from 5 to 10, sometimes 15 to 20 people. So the hundreds of blacksmithies, if these can be considered, sir, we'll look into their welfare, and we're talking about unemployment. So this is one way of ensuring that people who are engaged in those activities, get a decent income and then are supported by the government, so that, they feel that they're not being left out while trying to earn their livelihood. Regarding power, sir, yes, I would like to congratulate the power department, especially the minister in charge. We've not had load shedding for a very, very long time. But sir, still there are things yet to be improved. Of course, the minister has given me his assurance that if there are, power lines to be extended. So I'd like to request that if they can, communicate through the MLA, then we go to the villages, go to the headmen, all the localities, to ensure that the, the line to be extended is being considered by the government. So community and rural development, I again would like really, emulate my colleague from Mahati to express my gratitude to the government, to the Chief Minister. So we had proposed members for the C and E block, but our proposal has not been considered. So I don't know what is happening. Like we're talking about the housing scheme, that also has not been considered. Is it because we belong to the opposition? But sir, you're not doing it for the MLA, you're doing it for the people. So if you discriminate the MLA, you discriminate the people. So I think I would request the government, if this can be considered, then we can ensure that people who are entitled, people who need roofs over their head, are provided roofs over their head. And so this, I would like to request the government, if this Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin can be reviewed, because a lot of people have come to me saying that their names have not been included in the block office. So if this can be reviewed, so that people who are entitled, or people who are deserving, get the housing for the poor. Because a lot of people have been, I don't know what kind of system is being followed. I was even told that some of them have been identified earlier, but then were rejected for no reasons explained to themselves. So I don't know if this can be reviewed, so that poor people who are deserving really get all these houses that are, meant for them. Public health engineering, sir. I remember there's some villages who had approached the department, but they were threatened that why did you go to the MLA? Now if headmen don't go to the MLA, to whom should they go, sir? So this is very unfortunate. It is happening. I'll not mention the name of the village, but when the local committee of that village approached the department to ensure that, those pipelines that are not working, those pipelines that need to be extended, they were instead threatened. Maybe I can meet the minister in his chamber and tell him about, which are those villages that they were threatened that you should not go to the MLA. That's why if we are elected representatives and people not allowed to come to us, then to whom should they go? Then agriculture, sir, I remember earlier from the block office, block development office, people were given, subsidized seeds, subsidized agricultural implements, plant protection equipment. But I was told recently that these facilities are no longer available. I don't know if it has been discontinued or not. But this will go a long way, because with the rising cost of all these inputs, it's the farmers find it very difficult, to make their activities sustainable, profitable, and if this can be supported by the government, because I think 70–80% of the people of the state depend on agriculture for their livelihood. And if this can be supported, it will go a long way, sir, in ensuring that, the bulk of the population of the state, are being supported by the government. Regarding animal husbandry, sir, there was, I don't know, a proposal to set up a veterinary hospital in Upper Shillong. I don't know what is the status of that hospital, because, that particular area, a lot of people have taken up poultry farming, cattle farm, dairy farming, piggery mission, and if we can have a hospital, then, sir, if the animals are sick, they can be taken care of, because as of now, we have only those, at the block office where they're only provided medicines, there are no doctors. So if this hospital can be set up, I think it'll go a long way, sir, in ensuring that we enhance this activity where a lot of our people are engaged in cattle, dairy farming, piggery mission, poultry mission, so on and so forth, sir. When it comes to housing, sir, I request the minister. I had sent a proposal for members to be included in the housing committee, but so far nothing has come of it, sir. And I don't know what is the reason. If an MLA proposes something, it is rejected. I don't think so. There is, you get that sense that we are being discriminated because we belong to the opposition group. Health and family welfare, yes, sir. I would like to express my gratitude to the department, to the minister. But I think, sir, a lot of things need to be done. For example, last time I was given an assurance by the Chief Minister himself that he'll take up with the Government of India regarding, including NEGRIMS at par with AIMS. So I don't know what is happening to that, sir, because if we want to prevent that, brain drain, or rather, the fleeing away of doctors from NEGRIMS, and I think, sir, that will put, the poor people who avail health care from NEGRIMS in a very, very difficult situation, because I've known a lot of doctors have left because they're getting better opportunities elsewhere. So if the Chief Minister requests the Chief Minister to take this up seriously, so that we ensure, but because most of the employees now, sir, are local people. So we're ensuring that we're taking care of them, being, yes, it is a central institute, but still, sir, the government can intervene and ensure that, NEGRIMS is being put at par with AIMS, and, then we will attract more specialists to come to NEGRIMS, and then ensure that we provide health care to our people. Another point I would like to, it's not been mentioned.
How much time you require? How much more time?
Okay, sir, just a few minutes. Another point I'd like, sir, there is one health care that is being neglected, that is mental health.
So there are other members.
Okay, sir, okay, sir, okay. So this few points, and of course, sir, airport, we're talking about employment, sir. If this can be enhanced, you look at this Gopinath Bordoloi airport, so much employment is being generated just because of that airport. If this can be taken up on a war footing, sir, I think we're going to ensure, besides enhancing footfalls for the tourist industry, we're going to ensure that we generate employment. So these are the few things, sir. And of course, climate change was not mentioned in forest. Climate change, we've been talking about water scarcity, and I think, sir, because of the global warming, the climate change, if this can be addressed. So, sir, since time is up, and sir, another point, and this is the last one, sir. I'd like to request the Chief Minister, why ask our CMSDF 23-24 not yet sanctioned, sir? And now we're going on the third financial year. So sometimes we have to assure people. Now we're being told by the people that no, Ronnie is just fooling you, he's not going to give you. So, sir, I would request the Chief Minister, CMSDF 23-24, it's not been sanctioned yet. So I don't know, because when we take up with his CMO's office, they say that the file is missing. Now the file put up with the Chief Minister is missing, sir. I don't know. Okay, sir, but I think there are so many things. But then, of course, we can discuss later during the budget discussion. Thank you, sir.